country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He'll pull it down. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Rush is on him. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Sellers. He's going to fire deep. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go.
There's some room. He steps out of bounds, a couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. From their own 18-yard line, it's 1st down. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. LSU right back to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Sellers skips away from pressure. He's going to take off. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Finds a tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Allen. Here's a heat. Nobody fooled with the trickeration. It'll bring up fourth down. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball get.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, Sellers. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The run inside. It's Jackson. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the ground with the counter. Gets away from one, finds room. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit. Just not on the same page with his target.
Sellers to throw for it on fourth. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Direct snap. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. Bulldozes his way through. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the move, it's Jackson. Might have a chance. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Breaks into the open. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. He's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, USC. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Throwing, Sellers. Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense set for a first down play. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Makes a man miss. Makes the catch and he's free. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. He'll throw it. Finds his man.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
Maybe some room here. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Tigers looking to convert on 4th down. Fourth down, Sellers. Dances away. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running inside, it's Jackson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
On the ground, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He'll pull it down and run. Turning it on. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
We're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else, but 4th and inches, they decide to go for it, and they pick it up on the ground.
You know, I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand them the ball and give the defense a boost of morale that they really didn't earn?
Yeah, and I like the decision, too, based on who their personnel is and what their identity is as an offense. They want to be physical and control the line of scrimmage. It's a good call.
There's a little room there. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. I'm sure the offense happy with that free 5 yards. Now it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back and leaves it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And there's more of an art to this than you know. Like, to stick the ball in the belly of the running back and read a defender perfectly. They bite on the running back. QB makes the right read in Palmer. It's nice to have those wheels to go all the way down the field and punch it in for 6.
Yeah, David, this is a coaching staff that wants him to run the football. And sometimes it's going to be design runs. Sometimes it's going to be scrambles in the passing game. But the RPO is another way that he can hurt your defense with that speed you're talking about. Great decision to keep it. Nice job taking it all the way to the house.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On the ground, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Offense still out there lining up quickly on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And they get him down short of the 1st down marker.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the 2nd half to build on your 2-possession lead.
Now on the move. And they get him down. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
That is really frustrating for a defense. 3rd and short, you know the QB can run. And the more frustrating part is you let him out of bounds. You got to get those hits on him, make him pay for later in the game.
Here's Sellers to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Sellers. Here's the pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach
snags it, and there's running room. Got some room headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Snap it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to... There he goes! The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, LSU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points, and now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Sellers. Pocket breaking down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
How about that? 4th down, I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. It
could be an alley. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Throwing Sellers. Under fire. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. But you gave him a little bit of hope.
Unleashes one. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Pulls it in. It's Cobb. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the hole.
Lets it fly. Picked off to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard.
Going the other way, and he's got room. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. Now on 1st down from the 28. To the ground. He's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the done.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation.